Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast. Um,
Yo,
I am joined by JP, obviously. We do not have
it was
any
good.
extra people here today. It's only going to be me and JP, and go away, JP. Go
Okay, yo
ahead.
was good. Um, okay, fine, vibing. Um, Today's topic is gonna be, it's mainly gonna be about TikTok, but it's gonna be of social media overall because we kind of want to discuss on how social media can truly affect people's lives for mostly good, but sometimes bad, or it's kind of a mix between good and bad, but you know.
Yeah,
So, are you gonna start us off?
I can, yes. So everybody knows the platform TikTok, obviously. There are a lot of
Yeah,
big TikTokers. There there are rumors that they do get paid, um, and nobody knows how much or anything like that. But a lot of them do live in popular areas and in big houses and all those nitty gritty
yeah,
stuff.
like the hype house, for example.
Yeah. Um, and I think it can affect you really good. Sure, there is bad spots on TikTok, like people that don't agree with anyone, then they're toxic and stuff like that. But overall, that's like the biggest
Yeah.
no part of TikTok. But otherwise, I think TikTok has. I don't think it necessarily has a good influence, but it gets people to like get over their fears of like being on a stage or like making content for
Yeah,
other people. Well, not necessarily for other people or anything like that. Um, and I think some of the TikTokers do set a good example and are funny and stuff like that. Um, like one of the things like Charlie
it's
D'Amelio once said is like, if she doesn't feel like making a video, then she doesn't make it. And I think that resonates a lot with TikTokers, but like the platform is unstable. Like it depends on like how many views or likes or something you get if you like it on the For You page
yeah,
or anything like that. And I suppose it's like almost it's almost like YouTube, you could say. But like there's not a other there's not a other social media site that is like that, because if you go like on Instagram or Twitter or something like that, you can't just like keep on posting and like expect to get likes or views, or that somebody must
yeah,
follow your Twitter or your Instagram account. Like that doesn't happen. Like you actually need to build like a following thing on something else, like um, TikTok, to get people and then ask them to go and follow you on Instagram or Twitter to help you. But there are more difference between the social media sites, and TikTok does clarify as a social media site. I would think,
sort of.
yeah, sort of,
Yeah,
because
it's like really easy to get money for being honest on TikTok, or not money, but like views and stuff on TikTok. It's quite
yeah,
easy. You just make a little video and you get like 200 views. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's easy to get that 200 views, and those that 200 views can make you feel appreciated because somebody actually went there and viewed your stuff, which I mean, I'm really happy if I get like 100 views because it makes me. I don't know. It just it's TikTok is I feel like it can break people down. Like Charlie D'Amelio, there's a video I saw on YouTube on there's somebody talking about how she broke down because of how people treated her and whatever. But there's also the aspects where if you get like 100, 200 views, it's easy and it makes you feel good. I don't know how, but it does make you feel good. And even a like makes you feel happy. I don't know about you, but a like makes me feel happy.
yeah. And I suppose that's what TikTok originates with. And we're not going into like all the shitty stuff that all the rumors and shit about TikTok and they stealing people's profiles. The platform's only there to like get to know more about like people or children or something like that. Um, that's just political stuff, and that's not necessarily what this is about. But TikTok,
Yeah.
sure, it does have a big variety of different type of content, and I suppose that's what makes it so good. Um, and I don't think there's necessarily something that competes with TikTok, or is in like the range to compete with them, because it's like it's only a app like to post on or to see what anybody else posts and something like that. It's not like necessarily to show
Yeah.
people like what they do to day. That's more like Instagram.
Yeah.
That's more like
TikTok's
Instagram's
more for fun.
yeah. TikTok's it's like people say, you just download the app to see what's happening, and now you're just addicted to it because it's a lot of fun. People post a lot of different content, and a lot of people get angry because they don't like what the people post. And it's not necessarily that you're getting angry because you don't like what they post, it's because you're following the wrong people. You're not looking at the right stuff, and it's easy to change it. Just stop following those type of people and start following other people, then your for huge content for you page will change and different content will approach. And I suppose that's also a fast and easy way to get to creators and like to ask questions and
Yeah.
to get stuff out there and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Um
That's one thing. That's why I like TikTok, because it's a really helpful platform if you think about it.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Um there's a lot of platforms that are helpful, like Twitter and Instagram is more like for show and tell, you could say. Um,
Yeah.
Twitter is like there to keep people
It's
like,
basically for like your thoughts.
yeah. Twitter is more like there to tell people like what you're going to do, or to ask questions, or like for YouTubers like to ask people like to roast them, or to ask them questions for a video like a Q&A or something like that. Um,
Yeah.
And I suppose TikTok, like you can do that type of stuff on TikTok as well, but the variety of it just being like a minute long and everything, it cuts it off. And sure, you don't want to necessarily post longer stuff, and TikTok's like really strict and shit about how their content
Yeah.
is that can go on and everything. That's why I suppose like Instagram would be better because you can post a little bit longer videos. um, People post on there because you can post better clips and everything like that. But once again, Instagram is more like for models and all those types of
Yeah.
stuff. Um, and
One thing I like about this, sorry, I'm
no,
scrolling through Twitter, and one thing I like about Twitter is you don't necessarily have to post a picture like with what's it called, Instagram. You can literally just type what you want and then post it. So that's why, in my opinion, I like Twitter a little bit more than Instagram, even though I use Instagram a bit more. I like Twitter more just because of that. Because if, let's say, I am busy, I I want to quickly type a message. Oh, I'm not going to be active today. Please understand why. You don't have to always post a goddamn photo, which
yeah,
is stupid that you have to. But that's why I like Twitter more than TikTok. Oh, not TikTok. Fuck,
Instagram.
Instagram.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it helps a lot more. And to say you can't actually make or assume like TikTok must like, oh, not TikTok, Twitter must like compete against other social media sites, because it's a lot different, and it's more like there for streamers and stuff, like to let their fan base know, listen, I'm gonna go live now for like if the notifications don't work on like Mixer or Twitch
Yeah.
or YouTube or something. Um, because sure there are flaws in every website, but the least to say is I think there's less flaws on Twitter than there are on really everything else. Um,
Yeah.
because of their restrictions and everything. And I think you don't
You know that
need.
nudity, you can post nudity on Twitter, right? You know that.
Yeah, this it's exactly the same with Instagram, but
Oh no, you can't post nudity, you'll get blocked.
Yeah, well, if you get caught and if it's not that type of stuff, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of consumery behind it, and something that's really interesting and what would be nice to know is like what influences the social media sites. And sure, there's political reasons for that, like the Illuminati and shit like that, but
yeah,
um, you can't necessarily pull that into it, and it doesn't necessarily work as good as it should. And to think
yeah,
about it, like it can't political stuff can't necessarily have the hang on what you say on social media or something like that, because it's mainly what you want to say and what is coming out of your head and your mouth. So it doesn't necessarily have anything else of effect.
yeah. I That's the thing. Like, I love for in my opinion, I like YouTube the most out of all of the social medias because you can. It's not. I know YouTube is literally being a dick right now, and most of the problems are on YouTube, but it's still a place where you can connect with your friends or whatever, and it's like you can post your content out there, like what's on your mind. You can be yourself on YouTube to an extent, of course, but
Yes.
you can be yourself on YouTube and whatever. And if you feel down, you can sit there and watch your favorite YouTuber. Like, let's say you you got like really bad grades or whatever, and you don't feel like you want to be here, you can go sit down and watch Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or whoever you like. That's why I like it, because it's also a really good platform to cheer you up if you feel down. That's why
Yeah.
YouTube is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah. And social media sites help actually a lot with that as well. Especially if you have like positive people that like to help other people and stuff like that. Like if you go into like
Yeah,
somebody's comments and like they posted like or tweeted that they're feeling down, they're not gonna make a video, or they're not gonna post anything today because it's just a hard day, and everybody has their off days, so it's understandable. If you go and look at those comments and
yeah,
stuff, it's okay. Sure, you do get really bad comments and stuff. I don't necessarily get across that at all because TikTok removes it and stuff. So it's more positivity than negativity. Um,
yeah,
and sure, that is good, and it really actually helps. Like if you have like a comment section or just like two, three, four people that tell you, listen, you're gonna be fine, you'll do good, or you're like really good and you cheered me up. Like that's what actually pushes YouTubers and what actually helps them to proceed in what they do. That's why YouTubers
yeah,
ask for like comments and like ask those type of stuff, and it's understandable if like the YouTuber can't like every single comment there is, because if he has like 2 million, 3 million people that are watching him, or it's the same like on TikTok, it's like you can't go through 1.4 million or 2 million comments. It's like it's not impossible, but it's gonna take you like forever, and by the time you're like done, there's like 100,000 more comments. So
yeah,
it's difficult, but small people like small TikTokers and people like that, they start off like commenting on the people's stuff and saying thank you and I really appreciate it, and you can't
yeah,
necessarily see what the person is like doing, and that's where TikTok's news feature came in. What I saw, um, you can reply to a comment with a video. Um, that's something I find really
wow,
interesting, and I suppose it really helps a lot, especially if there's like somebody negative and giving you shit and stuff. It's like it's not the best thing like to get at them with a video, but um, it shows people like to not listen to that person, and but it
yeah,
takes a lot to give somebody else shit on a social media site, even knowing that you're gonna get shit for what you post, for what you just went and wrote. So the
Yeah.
positive things on social medias always help. There are social media bullies and all of those types of stuff, and social medias do try and help and get rid of those people, but as easy it is in these days, you can just make a new account and continue doing what you are doing, even though it is wrong. Not a lot of people have that type of sense. That's why they're called psychos. Um,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I suppose it can help if social medias get rid of those types of stuff and everything. And it's exactly now the same thing with social media going so hard on Elon Musk with naming his child. Um, it is a weird
Yeah.
type of way to name your child, but it was up to him because it is his child. It's not his property, so don't take that into the wrong context. The child can obviously rename himself when he can change his name, not rename himself. Change his name when he's 18. You do get that legalcy when you're that age. So it's not propaganda to like go at him and give him as much shit as social media is. It's not your place to tell him what to name his child. It is his child after all.
Yeah.
And the fact that his wife agreed with it, or I suppose she agreed with it, um, makes it fine because if both the parents were like fighting or shit over a name, it's not it's not then can it that it's good or bad, but social media is going out of their way. People are going out of their way to give him shit about it. Um, to think
Yeah.
about it, it's like you don't really care the first like 14, 15 years about your name until you like in high school. Then it's really big. Sure, your name does have affection on what you do in school because you get bullies and stuff like that. And it's something I've been seeing a lot actually as well as bullies and stuff. Not just for social media sites, but for schools and TV shows, everything like that. And it's bad,
Yeah.
but it's the world we live in, and it's not necessarily the biggest. It's like, um, what's the actor's name? Damn it. I want to say Arnold, but it's not him. It's a other actor. Um,
Yeah.
it's like you said, the world, the world's gonna beat you down no matter what. Even if you have like the best positivity and everything, it's gonna beat you to the ground. But it doesn't matter how many times you get to the floor. Um, it matters how
Yeah.
many times you're gonna get up and continue fighting. And something I resonate with a lot. I've been 17 years on this planet, and what does it help? I keep myself down. If I've already lived 17 years, I've done it
Yeah.
once, I've done it twice, I've done it 17 times. I can just keep on doing it. Sure, your first
Yeah.
7 years of your life is like fun years because you're a child. You mess around, you do a lot of things.
Yeah. Don't have to worry about fucking school.
Yeah, and not okay. Sure, not everybody's life turned out fun and everything with the childhood. I understand that. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's where social media comes in, and I'm actually surprised the one social media we don't talk about is Facebook, because
Oh my God.
that side is a little bit it's a lot outdated at this point, but there's a lot of people that still use it, but there's more bullying and videos of getting bullied posted on that site. It is so bad. There's more negativity going into it than positivity, and this year is bad. Everyone can admit it. Um,
Yeah.
and social media is
With
trying
this
to like push it
coronavirus and everything.
and everything. And to think about it, if we didn't have social media, a lot of people wouldn't be able to connect. Because like WhatsApp is almost also like a social media. You can talk to friends and everything to help you out and everything. And like
Yeah.
well, I just got a tweet like from a guy I watch on YouTube. Like it's like everything, like what your content creator posts, you can like see or retweet or and it just gives you that little sense of joy that helps a lot with everything you do.
Yeah. I kind of like, I think the biggest social media right now is YouTube, of course, because it's fucking huge. It was huge from the beginning and it still is the biggest. It's like a recommend, it's like forced onto your phone. So that's also one thing, but it's kind of annoying, but I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. But I think the overall conclusion, what I can say about social media is that it has a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but at the end of the day, it mostly means, it mostly makes you feel good about yourself. Like some social medias, for instance, YouTube or TikTok, because you get views easy on TikTok, and you can watch your favorite YouTuber on YouTube, of course, which is, it makes you feel happy. Like I am really happy to watch Vanos and Markiplier and people like them when I feel down. And also if I want to, I can quickly. And it's also another thing is like if you have a YouTube channel like me and you. By the
Yeah,
way, he changed you changed your channel name. I guess we should say that to the people.
yeah.
Huh? That's pretty
Um,
cool. Yeah, he's.
it is
You can quickly tell
changed.
your new name.
Yeah. It's Biogamer. Um, if you guys want
I'll
the
be sure to
reason,
change the link.
yeah, if you guys want like the story behind it and everything, then the newest video
It's gonna
is
be too
on
long to
my
explain now. Yeah.
it is on my channel. It explains everything. Um, and I think the thing that Charlie actually said with TikTok and everything, like if you don't want to post, don't post, because if you're down, you're down. Um, and it is hard for like people like us, like if we like, okay, sure, we rely on like Jack or Vanos and Terrorize and all those content creators, like to keep us happy. Well, not to keep us happy, like, but like they put smile on our faces and everything like that, and they're aware of it obviously
Yeah.
because they get told it like almost like 100 to 300 times in a stream. Like if people donate or something, they always tell them like, "Thank you for everything you've done" and stuff like that. And I've seen a lot of
Yeah.
like, especially Twitch streamers, take it for granted. Um, like
I know who you're talking about, but I'm not
n-
gonna mention the name because
no,
then
no,
shade.
not just about that. Like I've seen a kid, like almost like 17, 16 years old, 18 years old. Like somebody donated and said, your videos really helped me a lot. Um, I was on the verge committing suicide and all that type of stuff. And the kid said, well, you could have donated more instead of like listening to what the person was saying about. And I think that's like the bad side of Twitch. And I'm sure Twitch sees it, but they don't necessarily know what to do because they can't just ban a content creator for something like that. Well, I think they can
Well,
because it's rude,
yeah,
and I don't think they must be able to get privileges to donations or anything then like that because it's exactly like getting hate and everything. And sure, a lot of entrepreneurs tell you don't listen to hate, don't listen to that, but it does get a lot at the moment. And
yeah,
that's why every like or view on like the channels and the podcast channel and everything, that's especially what helps me and JP like continue doing the stuff. Um,
yeah,
and especially with us not using like face cams and everything, you can't see our expression, but you can hear it through somebody's voice. If they're like down, they're not too hyped or anything. And sure, we're not like Jack when when he's like playing Happy Wheels or anything. I'm like so excited and everything, but um, we do try and take pride in what we do, and a lot of social media people do try and take pride in what they do, and I think that's like the biggest key. And if something gets too much, you like fall to something else to get a little bit of like faster success, um, like to build something or to make a little thing. And if you can like take sense of pride and like say thank you, this like I actually made this, and it's a really cool thing in your mind, then it actually really helps. And I think like with people on TikTok as that social media site, like if they say like I accomplished this in my life, and they say like I'm really proud of what I've accomplished, and like somebody gets hate for it, they immediately like fall into pieces because that's not the reaction they necessarily wanted. And the positive
Yeah,
people out there and the people that help, um, thank you to all of them, genuine people. And there are a lot of people out
yeah,
there. It's just really hard to find those types of communities. Um, I don't know. It's hard for people to see what happens in a creator's life, because sure they don't vlog everything. They don't show you everything that happens because it's tiring. And I'm sure if
yeah,
like TikTok had to post like every 5 to 10 or 10 minutes or 30 minutes or hour, they would get tired. They would run out of ideas. They wouldn't know what to post. And that's also something me and JP also asked for in the comment section, is like if you guys like have ideas like to post, or want us maybe to talk about or try and shine a little bit light on, or to give our advice on or our opinion. That's why the comment section
yeah,
is there. Um, our content isn't necessarily child friendly, but um,
yeah,
that's not the biggest thing that revolves around it. It's like we want to see what like other people are thinking, or what they are thinking about every single day. And that's also something that's really big on TikTok, um like you can't like sneeze with your eyes open and stuff like that. Like it's like something you can ask, like why can't you sneeze with your eyes open? Then you can basically do research and do like questions and stuff like that on it. um and I think something that resonates a lot is like people tend to do podcasts or Q&As, um to like get info on other people, or like what they maybe want to know, or if they want to know more about their creators and stuff. Now, sure, there's not a lot to know about us yet, um, besides like the easiest questions like why did we start with YouTube and all those types of stuff. But those are
yeah,
most common asked questions, um, to get stuff like that. And we're not big enough to get like Q&A questions and anything like that.
yeah. Of course,
Yeah,
you need at least 10,000 subscribers to get a decent amount of comments and shit.
yeah. Um, and TikTok revolves like you like there are things like that say if you're like big enough you can get TikTok will pay you money and stuff like that. um and sure, that's all guns and glory, but you at the end of the day you sign a contract for that money and everything, and you get held to that contract. And it's the same it's the same with like every other site. Sure, I'm not sure if Instagram like pays you money or anything like that.
Yeah, it
I'm
does. It depends on what sponsors you get,
Yeah,
but it works only on sponsors, not like Insta. I don't think Instagram itself gives you money,
yeah,
but I think sponsors do.
yeah. Um, I'm pretty sure Twitter doesn't at all, because Twitter's not
No, I
really
don't
that
think so.
relevant for that type of thing. It's just like to post what your ideas are, or for a video, or for Twitch streaming, or something like that. And I think a lot of people can get positive things out of videos, especially listening like to like that, or like to a TED talk, or like something.
Yeah,
There's like a lot of motivational stuff going around now, because like teens are like suffering. They don't know what to do day to day. They're used to being at school with friends. And something I don't think a lot of people recognize, especially like parents and stuff, is like friends are like one of the biggest things that are most important to a person in their life, especially through their like school years. Sure, when you get now to adult, you have a lot more responsibilities. You're a lot more focused on what's going on, but you never like leave your friends. But it's like there for the help, and that's why social media is also like there. It's like WhatsApp and like Twitter and everything. If you're posting something like funny, like a meme or something on Twitter or Instagram or on like TikTok or something, your friends can respond and like send laugh emojis or respond with another meme or something like that. And I think that's what
Yeah.
helps social media a lot to like perform out and like get bigger. And I don't think the
I always say.
importance of something for social media is that important. And to get a content creator's like approval or get like something like that, or like a content creator like responding to you, especially one like let's just take like PewDiePie for instance. Like if you just like replied on one of his tweets just randomly, you're not really thinking he's gonna answer, and there he answers on one of your tweets, then you're like, holy shit, I just got this guy to answer. Then you're like,
Hmm. Yeah,
it
that would be amazing.
yeah, it makes you like, it gives you like a sense of happiness that you just got somebody that's so important to the world to respond on you or on the social media site. um and it helps everyone to connect and tell people what they're doing from day to day. And sure, there are people out there that totally just don't give a shit about Janet that's in fucking Hong Kong or fucking Australia or something. But like, if I like have friends or something, and they're like posting, um, like they're on vacation in Hawaii, and they're posting like, oh look, there's a shark swimming, or look how blue the sea is, or something like that. I would really like it because like it's actually pretty and with everything that's going on. So it
Yeah,
actually really helps a lot, and it gives you that sense of fulfilling, I would say.
yeah. How long have we been recording? Just want to make
30,
sure.
32 minutes. Time flies
Okay, yeah, it's
today.
luckily not that far off.
Yeah. Um, well, I really hope
This
everyone
was the
enjoyed
interesting topic.
this podcast, and
Yeah,
I we really appreciate it if you did listen to the end. You guys are real if you guys do listen everything through. It's not easy
yeah,
like to sit and listen to a podcast, but it is there like if you guys are feeling down or something. Um,
yeah. We're
so
here for you.
it really helps you guys. It is able, and it really helps us for the views and everything. Sure, everybody else has something else they probably want to watch first or something like that. I also do. Um,
Yeah,
but for smaller content creators, it is different, and it does depend on everything. For the watch hours and stuff like that, and that does run in like what the first 3 hours of what your video is published. It depends. It shows you what your watch time is. So anything like after that, it doesn't push it. It doesn't boost it up or anything like that. And it does really give a
yeah,
kick. Um, but once again, like me and JP really appreciate everything you guys do here. And if you
yeah,
guys are new and you guys do listen, um, please comment in the comment section below that you guys are new. And don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to hear more podcasts, or if you guys have any suggestions to topics, because me and JP are going to run out of topics eventually. Um,
yeah.
so leave a like if you guys like the
Um,
video, and check you guys in the next one.
Before we go, I just want to say I'm gonna
Mm,
put everything in the description if you guys want to go check anything out. We have a Discord server if you want to, you can join that.
yeah,
You can maybe talk to us maybe.
yeah,
But yeah, thank you for watching or listening.
yeah, and listening. Cheers.